live anyway. We have 3 minutes.
Mm-hmm. Jesse, people can start seeing you now.
This is the one?
Yeah. Okay. I'm sending you the link now. You can blast these link and all.
Is it
your
gonna
groups.
tell you like when we're actually live for real?
We are live.
It says that people can see it. And this is the link. So I will. Okay, this is the link. Thanks.
You got 2 people in it.
Copy. Just gonna.
Just try not to move because you can see me when you move.
You said try not to. Oh, because they can see you in the mirror.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's okay. Maybe everyone wants to see your pretty face, or maybe not.
Who said I'm pretty?
Oh, I don't know. Just trying to be nice. I'm just posting this in. I mean, I'm not going to post it in all sorts of places, but I'll post the link on the ones that I already.
People are coming in.
Okay. Just spamming this link on the places I did post it because I don't want to. Are people here now?
Mm-hmm.
Hey guys.
You got 2 people. You got Baby Bear and Tracy.
Oh. Bear with us. We're technically challenged when it comes to Facebook Lives. This is our first, or not Facebook Lives, YouTube Lives, because this is our first one. And you can see this in the. Why do you even have this here? Is this actually working? I thought you said the sound was coming from the computer. I'm just sharing the link everywhere. I don't have an assistant to do this for me, so I have to do it myself. Not that fancy.
Miss Kim says she is challenged too.
Oh yeah. Yeah, she's the one I was telling you was telling us that you could see the video and everything. Which we didn't realize, so. Okay. I posted it in a couple places, so we'll see. I mean, it would be faster if you did this for me, but we have a couple people. I just don't want to, I want to start, but I want to also give people time to get on here. See all the latest posts. That's what I want to see. Link there. Okay. You want to start?
It's all you, babe.
I'm just asking because you said there's people on, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. So, hi guys. Welcome to our first YouTube Live. And I wanted to do a wig show for you guys. And I know a lot of people have been asking like to see my wigs. And I know everyone likes to see them on people versus just like pictures. And they definitely look different like in person than they do sometimes in like pictures that you see on websites. So I felt like a wig show is way more fun when it's live because then you can interact with people. I can answer questions. If you guys have any makeup questions, wig questions, anything like that, feel free to ask me anything you guys want to know. I will try my best to help you out. And we're just going to try on some wigs. As you can see, I maybe have a little bit of a wig problem. And we just installed this really awesome thing today. My husband helped me put this up. And they're little, I actually got them from Amazon. There's 3 of them. I have one more that I'm going to be putting probably over here because I realized I couldn't get them all up and they're all smushed. So I'll be able to spread them out. But they come with the hooks and everything that you need. So we just put this up today to make it a little bit easier for me to pull them down. And I have them all written down in order so we know what names they are. I will say the majority of these wigs here are from Chelsea Smith Cosmetics. I love her wigs and I have tons of her wigs. So most of these are from there. And then there are some in here that are from Amazon. When I first started out with wigs, I started out with Amazon wigs. That's kind of the first place I went because I didn't know a whole lot about them. I didn't know what I would like and what I wouldn't like. And I just started buying like really cheap Amazon wigs just to kind of get a feel for them and kind of see what the wig thing was all about. And that's where I started. And then I kind of slowly graduated into buying them from Chelsea. And then I do have one or two here and there from other places. But the majority of what's up here is from Chelsea's website and then from Amazon. So I'm going to show you guys some of both. And we are going to be doing a wig giveaway tonight. And I will show you a variation of the wig that we're going to be doing. And you'll be able to pick the color that you want. And then I will have it shipped directly to you, which will be really awesome. And if we get enough viewers, I'm thinking if we can get like, I want to at least give one wig away. And then if we get up to like 100 people watching at one time, we'll do a second giveaway too. Because I just want to, give some stuff away and have fun with everyone who's watching. So we'll figure out how we're going to do that and when we're going to do that, but it will be during this live. So yeah, if you have a question at any point in time, let me know. My handy dandy assistant, aka cameraman, aka husband, will let me know the comments as they come in. There is a little bit of a delay for us versus what you're seeing. So you have to give us a couple seconds. It's about a 5-second delay. So give us a couple seconds it's just like Facebook Live. There's going to be a delay in the comments, just like with Facebook. So I guess we'll start trying wigs on. If anybody has any questions, like I said, just comment on there and we will answer. What's the question?
The first question is, I have very pale skin lately because of Mantamon. Is it okay to go darker shade of foundation, or how can I look not so pale even with makeup on?
Who's that from, Kim? Is that from Kim?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. She said she had a makeup question before, so I was already like preparing myself for a makeup question. Mm-hmm. So I'm super pale too. This is me without any self-tanner. I will say the first thing is, if you want, you can try out self-tanner, which I absolutely love. But if you're just trying to do your makeup, you can bronze your face up. Like, I don't know if you feel like I know my contour stuff looks a little bit crazy because I don't have a wig on, and I always do a little bit more of a heavy makeup look when I'm wearing my wigs, because once you put the wig on, it will make more sense. So it looks a little bit crazy with just my normal hair. But you can always bronze your face up, and that would help a lot. I would just say you'd want to go with a lighter bronzer. So I don't know how much makeup you do. If you're not into like the contouring and all that, you don't have to do all this craziness that I do. But I would take like a bronzer. I'm just going to pull something out here. Oh, let's see. So maybe not even a bronzer if you feel like like a bronzer is too dark and too scary, but you can go a couple. Oh, that's very great. I don't think that's gonna work for you. Okay, so like you can go a couple shades darker than your natural, like than your shade if you want, and use this to kind of bronze your face up and give you more of like a sun-kissed glow without it being too dark or too heavy. So I would say like go like, I'd say 3 or 4 shades darker if you're worried about doing a bronzer per se. Otherwise, you can just go in with like, this is like a legit bronzer. I can get it open. Like a bronzer like this. And you would just go in, instead of like contouring your face, you'd want to go in, I'm trying to find a good brush to show you. Something like this, like a round kind of fluffy powder brush. Nothing that's going to be too dense because you want it to be really light. So it's not like putting a ton of product on your face at once. But you would just take this and just kind of tap off excess. And you literally can just kind of go around and frame your face a little bit very lightly and just kind of buff it out here and all here. Just make sure when you're doing this around your jawline, you kind of bring it down and blend it into your neck a little bit. And again, just kind of, you can hit a little bit of this area here and kind of just that's gonna bronze up and kind of give you a little bit more color without being like contouring your face and doing all of that. Because I don't know if you do those kind of things or not. But that's kind of an easy way just to kind of change the color up, but still keep like your natural skin color, but making you look like you have a little bit of a glow. And like I said, you're gonna have to experiment a little bit with the shade, because this might be like a bronzer, might be too dark if you are really pale. But like I said, you could go like with a little bit of a darker foundation shade in a powder, and that would probably work for you. The only other thing, like I said, was you could do lost my train of thought.
Another question.
You could do like self tanner. Like I do the self tanner mousses and stuff, which also gives you like an instant tan. And they work pretty well and they're pretty easy. So let me know if that answered your question, or if you have a follow-up question to help answer that question. Go ahead.
All right. So Miss James Decker said, yes, bronzer on outline of face really helps. Then we have we have Tracy Campbell. She says, do you notice much difference between Amazon wigs and wigs that individuals sell?
Yeah, the quality for sure. I mean, it also depends. Like if you're going on Amazon and you're buying a $20 wig, the quality of the $20 wig is not going to be the same as if you go on Amazon and buy an $80 wig. So Amazon in general, when you're buying wigs, the quality is going to vary drastically. But a lot of times, like I'll show you an example. Since I haven't actually pulled out a wig for my wig show yet. But so this one right here, give me a second. I gotta think about this for a second. Okay. Sorry guys. So this one right here, which is from Chelsea's website. This is Deidre, which I renamed Claire. I don't know if you guys are in the Chelsea Smith group. I posted a picture of this wig on me next to a picture of Claire, who is the lady who runs Jurassic World, and we're a dinosaur family. So as soon as I put the wig on, I was like, man, this reminds me of something. And it like took me 5 seconds to go, oh, I look like her. So it's crazy because it's like a doppelganger wig. But so this is a Chelsea Smith cosmetic wig. And as you can tell, like it's nice and full. It's got good density. It's not too shiny. It looks decently natural, realistic wise. The only place where it really doesn't, and this happens a lot with bang wigs, is this piece right here. But there's not a whole lot you can do about that because there is no lace. It's a little bit more of a hassle to pluck and things like that, but you really don't see it because of the bangs, and it's back here pretty far. But so this wig here is from her. And then I have this one, which is from Amazon. And as you can see, which you can kind of already tell, this one has a little bit more of like an artificial shine to it. And then it also, inside, it's this material in here is a lot scratchier, and like it's not as soft, and it's a little bit more rough. So like I have to wear a wig cap with this one when I wear it, because otherwise it makes my head kind of feel like scratchy. Whereas this one is a much softer material inside here. And I mean, like construction wise, it's built pretty similarly. But it's softer, so it doesn't bother me as much, and I can wear just a wig grip and I'm not like feeling kind of weird about it. And then this one and this one is still shiny looking after I sprayed it down with dry shampoo, which helps get rid of some of the shine. So I think you can definitely tell a difference. And like my husband said, this one feels a little bit more like normal hair, whereas this one feels a lot more plasticky. So there is definitely a difference between them. I can't speak for every wig seller out there. All I can really speak on is Chelsea's wigs versus the Amazon wigs. Like I said, I have a couple that are like kind of similar because I wanted to like get other colors of them. Like she only has this one in that color and I think a blonde. So I was like, oh, maybe I can find something similar that's in different colors. So I really like the style. And it's not that I don't like this. I just feel like this looks more like a wig when I wear it. Whereas the other one I like have had people be very shocked when I said, oh, this is actually a wig. So that's probably, I would say that's the biggest difference, is like the syntheticness of the synthetic wig. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna start throwing these on like while we're answering questions and stuff. That way.
And we have another question. Wigs. Kim wanted to know if you have a video on how to bronze.
I have a video that goes over contouring. I don't necessarily have a video that goes over just bronzing, but that's a great idea. And I need makeup video ideas. So we will definitely put that on the list because it's weird, but the makeup video, I have tons of wig ideas and I have a lot of weight loss ideas that I can do, but like makeup videos, other than like doing eye looks over and over again for you guys, I love any suggestions on things that you guys want to kind of know about, because I could do like how to bronze your face, like bronzing 101, and I could really go into that for sure, but I don't have one. But we do makeup videos every Monday, so maybe that'll be the one we do next Monday or the Monday after that. It'll definitely be up within the next weeks because that's a good one. All right. Wig grip.
Another question.
Go ahead.
Put on all your.
Oh, I was just gonna say, so wig grips. I have super short hair, as you guys can see. I've cut all my hair off here. You can also see my bald spots on my head, and that's why I cut my hair off. But so most of the time I can just get away with the wig grip because I don't really need the wig cap to hold my hair and my, like, I used to have to braid my hair and stuff like that. But some people are more sensitive to like the way that the wigs feel on their head. So if you want, you can do a wig grip by itself, you can do a wig cap by itself, or you can do a wig cap and then a wig grip on top of your head, whatever you want to do. That's totally personal preference. There's just different types of hair. It's a little bit better to use one versus the other. So if you ever have a question about that, you can always ask, and I can try to help you out.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, go ahead with the question when I put this wig on.
All right. Do you just spray the dry shampoo on and brush it on? I got the dry shampoo you said, but I've never used it.
Yes. Okay, so I actually need to go buy more dry shampoo because I'm out, but I'll grab the dry conditioner because it's essentially the same application situation. And I can show you. I had all this stuff out, right? Oh, yeah, okay. So we're just going to pretend like this is dry shampoo and not dry conditioner. So what you want to do, you're going to apply this the same way the instructions say on the bottle. So you would spray it on. Sorry, the camera is going to yell at me. You want to spray it on. I don't usually spray the dry conditioner on the ends because it can kind of. The issue with dry shampoo is that when you spray it, it also gives you more volume. So I don't like to spray it on the ends because then it can kind of make the ends kind of poofy, especially if you have a higher density wig. So I really just I try to get the majority on the root area and like this area that's going on your actual head. You want to let it dry. You're holding this, you're literally following the directions on the can. That's totally fine. You're letting it dry, and then I go in and I brush it out. And the only thing is sometimes, especially if you're using a dry shampoo on a little bit of a darker wig, you might see it kind of gets this like whitish color. If you take your hand and just kind of, I'm not even joking, like buff it out a little bit, or you can take like a beauty blender and dampen it a little bit and just kind of go like that. It'll get rid of that white little residue that you might see. That's the only thing that might freak you out when you go to spray it, is if it's not a blonde wig, you might see that residue, just because these are synthetic, so they're not going to absorb the shampoo the same way that your hair would. And even with normal hair, that's like the biggest complaint with dry shampoo, is that you kind of, sometimes it'll make you look like you kind of have a little bit of a grayish looking hair. And that's just because people aren't getting rid of that film that it's leaving. But if you see that, don't freak out. It's not like permanent or anything. You can just take a little bit, like a damp beauty blender, or like I said, you can kind of just take your hands and kind of just buff it out. And that usually gets rid of it. Yeah. Okay. I'm still yet to put a wig on. Sorry, guys. All right. This is Elise. And I will say, like, a lot of the wigs that I have here, I've been buying wigs from her for quite a while. So some of them aren't available anymore. And then also, oh, this is a bang one. Bang ones I always have a hard time with. And then also some of them I've altered. And quite a bit of them are popular ones that I bought like when they were released, so they might be out of stock right now, but she does restock a lot, and you can always go onto her website and add things to your wish list, and you can get notifications when something's back in. But this is Elise, and I could be pronouncing some of these names wrong, but it's okay. So this is Elise, but I did cut her. So I cut, she used to come down to about here, and she was just a little bit too much hair for me, and I was actually trying to sell her because I didn't ever wear her, and I couldn't sell her, so I ended up cutting her, and I really like her a lot more now. So she actually normally would be about down to here. So cutting her also gave her a little bit more of like a thicker end than it would normally be because it is more tapered as it went down. So if you're not a huge fan of this thickness here at the end, that's actually not what the original wig would look like. But yeah, and she's like a true blonde, completely blonde all the way to the root, but it's weird because the way that the cap is made, it almost looks like it gives it a little bit of a shadow root, which makes it look a little bit more realistic, but it is just strictly a blonde wig. Oh, yeah. Okay. That's the other thing, pulling off and stuff. This is gonna be an issue.
All right. So Kim asks, says, sorry for asking so many questions, but so what do you use the dry conditioner for?
So dry conditioner I use on all of my wigs pretty much daily when I wear them. It helps make them look a little bit more soft. It helps with frizz. It helps with smoothing hair down. Also, if you're trying to repair a wig and you want to take some heat to your wig to repair it or anything like that, I also always recommend using it too. It just really kind of gives a softness back to the wig without adding a ton of buildup and residue. And it isn't super oily, which is the problem with a lot of like, normally you would use like an anti-frizz serum or something like that in your normal hair, but you can't really use that on synthetic wigs because again, they don't absorb stuff like hair does. So the dry conditioner doesn't have like an oily base to it. So it's going to just kind of give it like a nice, like fresh new wig smoothness without actually adding a bunch of like oily and making it look stringy, because you don't want to do that either. And you don't want to have a bunch of oil buildup because that's going to also mean you're going to have to wash your wigs more, and you don't want to do that. And it just makes it easier to kind of brush through them. I always like spray it down before I brush it out and before I put it on. Kind of my thing. I mostly put it on like the end, like how I said dry shampoo should go like on the roots and like the area that's going on your head. Dry conditioner I tend to like put on the ends and the bottom half more than the top, just because you don't really usually need it up here. Up here usually is the issue of like a wig looking too shiny, so you wouldn't want to put as much conditioner up there. You can if it's like super frizzy, but it's mostly going to be for these ends. So broke it on.
I love you.
Out, please. I love you too. Okay, you gotta go. Thank you. Love you. All right, go on. Out. Thank you. Bye. Mom life. Sorry. My 5-year-old. Okay. Go ahead,
so Kim's asking again. Okay, great. So I have Bethany who looks like she has split ends. Is that what I want to do with them?
Yeah. Is Bethany straight or curly? I'm sorry. I don't know all of them by heart. I don't think I have her. So is she a straight wig or a curly wig, Kim? If she's a curly wig, then yes, you can use the dry conditioner, and that should help quite a bit with the frizziness.
Straight.
She's straight. Perfect. So if she is straight, if you want, I do have a video on here on how to repair a wig. And if she's straight, it's even easier. But you can take you wanted to take your dry shampoo. I'm trying to think if I have a straight wig. I'll show you once I pull a straight wig down, kind of what I mean. But you want to take either like a straightening iron, or I have like this hot comb that I really love that's a good low heat hot comb. And you can take the dry conditioner, spray it, make sure you brush. I'm trying to do this on a piece that's like not curly. You would brush like the piece out, the end, make sure there's no tangles in it at all. And that dry conditioner is going to help you do that too. And then you can just take this to it, and you want to go really slow. Start on a low heat if you're using a straightening iron, and you want to go really slow. And it almost like, I hate to say the word melt because melt's scary when you're talking about plastic wigs, because at the end of the day, that's what they are. But it almost like refuses the ends together and makes them look like new. So like if you look even this piece, this wig's not too damaged, but you can see like it has kind of like that frizziness that you're talking about. And then when you go to straighten it with that, especially with the dry conditioner, it kind of repairs it. So the only thing is if it's a curly wig, obviously if you do that, you're going to lose your curl pattern. But if it's a straight wig, I do it to my straight wigs all the time. They tend to kind of get a little bit more frayed, or you notice it more because they are straight, whereas with the curly, you can't notice it as much. So I do it a lot with those wigs. And yeah, you can do it multiple times. I would just say start on a low heat and work your way up, because you don't want to like, oh, I know with Chelsea's wigs in particular, they're good with any heat I've put on them. They've been fine. So I wouldn't worry so much about them not being able to handle the heat, but any wigs you buy from somewhere else, just make sure they're heat safe before you do any heat to them. You can also, if you don't have a straightening iron or a hot comb, you can also take a brush and your blow dryer. Just be careful because blow dryers get really, really hot. And they're also blowing out air, which can cause more tangling if you're not careful. So you just want to make sure you're a little bit more careful. That takes a little bit more finessing. So I would recommend the hot comb works the best because you're not smushing the hair between two blades of heat. So you're not like fusing it together. You're just brushing it and you're not pulling, and it'll repair those ends for you. This is what? This is Rachel. Yeah, this is Rachel, who is a sister to Ryan, which I also have, and I'll put her on. I know she's like a super popular one. But I feel like Rachel doesn't get as much love as Ryan does. And she's a really nice wig. She's like a really true golden blonde. And she looks really, she's nice. I like the length of her. And so the same things I like about Ryan, like it's a wavy curl. It's not too much curl. She is a little bit more dense. I think she's 150, but she just looks really nice and natural. But I really like her. She's a good one. I will say one thing that I'll like disclaimer here. If you buy one of these wigs and you're like, oh, your part looks totally different than the wig I bought. I pluck and alter pretty much every single one of my wigs. So that's going to be a big difference in like when you're looking here, you're going to see it's going to look more wide. It's going to kind of taper in. I do that myself. So they're not going to come like that out of the box. Most of Chelsea's wigs have really decent part lines on them and really decent hairlines, but I will say like I do pluck mine and I do alter them to make them look more natural. So disclaimer. All right. Let's see.
Okay. Miss Tracy says, I have a problem with the free part wigs looking more fake at the hairline. Mm-hmm. Do they require more plucking or maintenance to look more like your own hairline?
Yeah, so free parts are not my favorite for that exact reason. Any free part I've ever bought, I've ended up turning it into a fixed part myself by plucking a part into it. With the free parts, you really just have to, the hairline is super important. So not so much the part, but like this hairline here that goes around your face. Sometimes that can tend to look a little bit more fake if it's really, really thick. So you would maybe want to go in and thin that hairline out a little bit. The other thing too is really making sure when you're going in and if you are putting a part in to wear the wig with a part, you want to like literally take like a rat tail comb and really get a good part, just like you would with your normal hair. But they take a little bit more finessing. I'm not a huge fan of free parts for that exact reason. Like I like to be able to just take a wig and throw it on. And if I wanted to have a side part, I mostly buy fixed middle parts because I prefer middle parts. But if I want to have a side part, I just literally like scoot the part over where I want it. But some people love the free parts. I feel like they take a lot more work, and they take, like you said, like they take a lot more finessing, and you have to play around with them more. And the hairline has to be really good. Otherwise it will look a lot more fake. Like it's a lot harder to hide a free part from looking like a wig. Sorry, these are like, this is Megan. Yeah. So this is Megan straight, because if you go and look on her website, you're going to see Megan. You're like, wait, Megan is curly. And that's because this was the first wig I ever bought from Chelsea. So she's got a, special place in my heart. But she was I loved her curly, and I want to buy her again curly. But she was just so messed up because I bought her when I didn't have a whole lot of wigs. So I was wearing her like every single day, and I really just like fried her ends. So I straightened her to make her look like brand new. And now I love her, and she's like a whole new wig, but she's, doesn't look like she does on the website. She's a great color though. Like if you really look, this is like weird because it's like not centered, but it's not in the middle there. So yeah, like I was saying too, I would just literally, if I wanted a side part, I would just take this wig and like side part it. I don't feel the need to put a new part in or anything. But she's like a really nice, like not coppery, but she's probably the closest to my natural hair color, I would say. She's like a true like light brown with a very warm tone, but she's very pretty. And I really like her straight. I was like nervous, but at the same time, she was so beyond, could not be worn the way she was. So I was like, I'll straighten her, and either she will look terrible and I'll have to get rid of her, or if I don't straighten her, I'm never going to wear her. So it worked out, luckily.
All right. So Baby Bear says, can you get any size wig to fit you? So far, I've only bought 22-inch because I'm scared to get a similar one and it doesn't fit. A smaller one and it doesn't fit.
Yeah. So I buy them normally with wigs. Yes. Okay. If you want to measure your head, if you're a first-time wig buyer out there, I always recommend measuring. Make sure when you're measuring, you literally want to measure your head the same way that I'm wearing this this wig cap. You want to measure it like this. You don't want to go across this way. You want to actually measure it along your whole head here. I am like a 20, whatever size I am, I can kind of get away with any of the wigs. Honestly, I have like a medium size head, so I can go with a little bit of the smaller ones, and I can go with a little bit of the larger ones. The biggest thing that's going to happen is if you buy a wig that is too big for your head, you want to really, first off, make sure you've got these on like this. Perfect example. This is Ryan. I'm going to put her on, and she's actually a little bit big. But first off, I take her straps and I make sure they're on the same exact, you guys can see, they're on the same exact little bar. So they're in as far as they can be. And then I also make sure I always tuck in that underneath the wig grip. And the biggest thing that'll happen if they're too big is, sorry, I gotta adjust her here and then I'll show you. Oh my god. That's the only thing with Ryan and these longer ones. They look like a hot mess before when you first put them on. Before you see, like for ends, I need to touch her up a little bit. She's looking a little rough. But again, like I got her when she released her the first time, so she's a little bit of an older wig for me too. But like I was saying, so what will happen is, I don't know if you guys can really see it, but you'll get a little bit of like this looseness right here in the back part. And you just want to make sure you don't have a bump. And the big thing that helps with that is making sure you have this clip pulled all the way down as far as possible and then tucked underneath your wig grip. And that'll help hold this down. So even if she's a little too big, you're not really going to see any bunching or bulking because she's been pulled decently tight. And the same thing with the wigs that are a little bit bigger. I always go in with this front hooks. And I tuck them underneath my wig cap too. And that just really secures her on, so I don't feel like she's gonna fly off my head. But she is, like if you look here, she is a little bit looser. The only thing is if you're feeling like she's one of these wigs you buy is too loose here, I would just recommend spraying it down here with like your Got To Be spray, or you can do the gel, and that'll just help secure her, because that's the only thing is you don't want like front, like if you're talking to someone and you're like your flap is your front is like flapping and you can see it, then that's gonna look fake. So you just want to make sure she's secured down. But I would definitely like recommend measuring your head because that's always good to know. But if you feel like the 22 like the 22s you said is what you've been buying, feel like those fit well, then you probably could go get a larger one and you'd probably be okay. I wouldn't necessarily, I don't know how the 22 fits you. If the 22 fits really snug, you probably can't go smaller than that. But you probably could do like 22.5 and 23, I think is the next size up. But yeah, it really just depends. I would, if you want, like, I don't know, you could, can you post, like, can you, in comments, can you put a picture? I don't know if you can or not. Or you can they message me? You could go to my Facebook, Jessie M. Simons, and you could always message me a picture of what it looks like on you, and I can help you figure it out.
I'll put that link in here.
That's always possible.
And if you think of an idea for, a video that you already did that can answer those questions, let me know, and I'll go and find a video and post it.
So you posted the one on wig repair?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, perfect. So he's going to put a link for my Facebook page, and you can always message me a picture of it, and I can kind of help you figure it out if you want, or if you have any other questions. I'm all about helping with the wigs. It's overwhelming. Like, I'm not going to lie to you. When I first started wearing them, I was so overwhelmed. Like, that's why I kind of just went to Amazon and just started buying random ones, just because I was like, there's so many videos and there's so much information, and you're like, you don't even know where to start. All right, let's go here. All right. This is a wig from Amazon. The biggest difference between this one and the last couple that I tried on, this is a hard front wig. So this one has no lace here. But I have altered this hard front to make it look more natural. There's some stuff you can do hard front wigs to help make them look more realistic here on the hairline, because that's really where you can really tell if it's looks fake or not. So I have a video for that too. So Stanley will go ahead and post that video for you there down there too. But this is an Amazon link. And she is the side part, so actually I have to always remember that when I go to put her on. My son stole my water. Stanley.
Yeah, I can go get some more.
No, Silas, we're not done. Hi guys, so today I want to come on here and show you how I...
Sorry.
That's loud. All right, so this is a Amazon wig, and she was probably like $25 maybe, pretty cheap. She's a low density. I think she's 140. Yeah, and she's like just a blonde with a lighter. Go ahead. It's going me water. But yeah, so this is her here, and I have, like I said, I've altered her. It's kind of hard for me to show you guys on here, but I've plucked her part. I've made her part longer, and then I've altered her underneath here and right here to make her look more realistic. And he's going to post that video for you guys so you can see. If you're looking for that, you can, thank you. You can check that out. But hard fronts are not a no-go. You just have to kind of mess with them a little bit more. All right, let's see. Next. Sorry, I'm trying to go through these for you guys. This is Eve. I love Eve. She's so pretty. I'm gonna hook her on. Yeah, most of my wigs I have to hook on like the I hook them all the way on the smallest setting.
Tomorrow's not your birthday.
Yes, for the birthday tomorrow. Oh God.
That's the loud bed.
What?
No, it just sounds so. Another question from Tracy. Do you pick your hair depending on what you're wearing? I find myself thinking certain wigs don't look good with certain outfits.
So I usually, it depends. Some days I pick my wig first and then I do my makeup and pick my outfit. Most of the time, I do my makeup first, then I pick a wig, and then I pick what I want to wear that matches my wig and my makeup. So my wig and my makeup are usually my deciding factor on what I'm going to put on. I don't ever usually pick my clothes out first and then work back. I usually start with hair and or face and then my clothes. But you're right. Some of my wigs, like I don't wear, like my darker wigs look weirder with certain colors, or my blonde wigs look weirder with like certain colors. So you kind of got to play around with it. But yeah, I do wig, makeup, and then clothes. Like the clothes are my afterthought. I'm more concerned with the hair and the face. Yeah, but I guess that's personal preference. But yeah, I do agree with you. Like some wigs don't look so good with certain things. This is Eve. She is a straight bob situation. So she's longer in the front and goes up like this. I really love her. She's just like a true dark brown. And she is so pretty. She looks really cute, like pulled up and styled and all that stuff like that too. She's really pretty. Oh, that looks crazy. That's weird. Yeah, she's really cool.
Okay, so Kim says, I have a hard front that the scalp is weird looking. How can I make it look more real?
Which one is it? Which wig is it? Is it a Chelsea wig? The scalp itself looks weird, like the rubberized part, or the hairline part looks weird.
Amanda.
Oh, okay. I don't have my phone to look at her.
Oh, me? Oh, you need a phone?
Just go to Chelsea's website and put in Amanda so I can see what she looks like.
Yes, ma'am.
And I can tell you. Is it the rubber part that looks weird, or is it the rubber part in the front, or is it the actual part that looks strange? I have a solution for both. That's why I'm asking. And he's pulling it up too, so I can see what she looks like. I can give you a little bit of a better answer if I like really can see her. And my son took my phone. So
Baby Bear says, I love Eve. And Kim says, yes, it's Amanda from Chelsea Smith Cosmetics. I can see you pick the scalp part.
I can't even hear Mom's.
Okay, give it to me. Thank you. Here you go. Go. Sorry, guys. 5-year-old problems.
Can't get into your phone. It says the scalp part. She says she can send you a pic.
Okay, yeah.
So,
Kim, just send me a picture of it, of like the part that you're talking about, and then I can tell you how to fix it. You can either, if it's the actual part, the rubber part of the part, you can do a couple things to that. If it's the rubber part that's like runs right here, then that video that he's posting in there, that will show you how to fix that. So just let me know, and you can just shoot me a message and I'll help you out. This one right here is an Amazon wig. She has a lace front, middle part. And she's a fun, like, kind of rose gold color. Very similar. Chelsea has one that's similar to this color and style. But I already had this one before. So I didn't see the point in having two of the same pretty much color. As I say that, and I have like the same color in like 20 different ways, but okay. It's weird. Sorry, I'm like looking at myself in a monitor. It looks kind of strange. So it's kind of hard to tell here, but she's like a rose gold kind of peachy color, and she's really pretty. Like I said, I have altered this part area when I got her. I think she had a very short part. But she's nice, and she was probably like 25. I don't think I've ever bought an Amazon wig on Amazon for more than $30. So any of these wigs I'm showing you are between like 20 and 30 bucks that come from Amazon, except for I do have like one human hair one, and that one was a little bit more, but it's human hair, not synthetic. Oh, so she doesn't have a name. Any of these Amazon wigs, if you guys have name ideas, put them in the comments below because I like to have my wigs have names.
All right, so we have another question.
Okay.
Well, we have some comments.
Okay.
Baby Bear says, "I love Eve."
Yes, I love her too. She's a great wig.
Let's see. We have another one from Angela. I have a hard time with the free parts as well. And we have in games. I love all your wigs. Chelsea wigs are amazing.
They are.
And we have Miss James Decker, cute wig. And then another question from Kim. How are you hanging your wigs on hangers?
So these are actually hooks that come with these poles. Here, I'm sorry. Pull the hook off. That's really loud and annoying.
I know. Sorry, guys.
So this is like the hook that comes with these poles. We still have one more to put up. And this like literally just hooks right on. Pretty awesome. The other thing that I have, which I still have up, just to like showcase a couple wigs, I need that hook, is I do these little hooks here. Can you see from here? Yeah, okay. I have these little single little eye hooks that I got from Target, and they come like a 3-pack for a couple bucks. And you can also do it that way too. And then there's also another hack, which I did post in the Chelsea Smith Cosmetics group that we have, where you use the command strips. The only thing with that is you just have to be careful, make sure you grab the right ones for the weight, because some of these can be a little bit heavier and you don't want it just falling off onto the floor. This is Taylor. She is the second wig I ever got from Chelsea. So she's also a little beaten up, and I'm deciding if I want to straighten her or not, because I think she's kind of at the point now where she's done. But as you can kind of see, this is what happens with synthetic wigs. This is a good example to kind of show you kind of the situation that occurs here, especially when you don't like, when I first got her, I wasn't as knowledgeable about how to take care of my wigs properly and everything, and I was not using the proper brush and just all that, and that can play a huge factor in how long you can make these things last. And again, like I only had a couple wigs at that time too, so I was wearing her quite a bit. She's actually the reason I loved her so much, and that's why I bought that other one from Amazon, because I thought she was pretty close, and she was sold out until recently. Chelsea brought her back, so now I feel like I need to go get another one of her, but I can make her look okay if I mess with her a little bit, but she's kind of losing her curl and stuff, so I might straighten her. But she's a really nice color. I really love her color, and she looks pretty. Like if I take her and I kind of like style her a little bit and stuff, then she looks fine. You can't really tell, but her ends are, she's pretty fried. You can see like this fuzziness here, and if I go ahead and straighten her, all that'll go away, because that'll kind of repair itself.
All right. Miss Ashley sends some blue hearts. Lazuski.
Oh, yeah, that's my sister. From the same mister. So this one here, this is Catherine, but this is Catherine that I completely chopped off. And I really like her, but she doesn't look like Catherine anymore. So if you're like, what is that wig? And I'm be like, oh, it's Catherine. Like, no, it's not. Because I have Catherine in the normal length too. So I'll show you what she's really supposed to look like. But I've had her for a little bit. I had her for a little bit over a year. And again, part of the earlier stages of my wig collection. So I was wearing her a lot. And I really, obviously, if you have Catherine, you know, like we all love Catherine. I cannot wait for Chelsea to get the rest of the Catherine colors in. Like I'm trying to save money because I know it's going to happen, and I'm going to be sad because I won't be able to get any. But so I love Catherine. I wore her all the time, but she just was getting fried. So I decided for a YouTube video, which you can see me chop her in a video, I chopped her off, and I did this kind of like lob situation here, and I really like her, but she's a totally different wig now. Totally different. And I will show you. Actually, I'll grab Catherine now so you can see what she really originally looked like, because it's pretty drastic. But I got a backup Catherine as soon as I cut her, because I realized that I was super sad without a Catherine in my life. So I got her during a buy sell trade event, the last one that they had. And this is what she normally looks like, which she still is one of my favorite wigs, and I wear her all the time. So I probably need to get a backup for my backup. But she's gorgeous.
Okay.
She looks amazing on anybody.
Comment catch up.
This is what she
Miss
looks
Brittany.
I like that.
Said I downloaded the app just for your live because it wouldn't let me comment.
Thanks. That's why I put boxes up there, not actual pallets.
Let's see.
Life hack, guys. Life
Kim asked for the link for the hangers. Sent that to her. Miss James Decker says, this will be my first fall winter wig wearing. Any tips on wearing them in winter weather, snow, wind, etc.?
I mean, winter. We live in New Jersey, so like we get snow and all that craziness. Most of the time during winter, I'm wearing some type of beanie, or these are always great to kind of help, especially like with wind and stuff. Chelsea sent some really cool free gifts with her stuff, but like this is always kind of like a good go-to. It kind of just helps hold them down for you. Beanies, things like that, just to help keep them in place. But I just always recommend too, if you're not going to wear something like that, just make sure you got those hooks hooked in. Possibly if you feel like you want to, take the gel to glue them down, that helps. They do okay with the snow. Like if they get wet, they're fine. They'll dry out. They just take longer than normal hair to dry. Again, because they don't absorb the water. The water just kind of sits on them. So just keep that in mind, that they might look a little while you're out if your hair gets really wet. I just would like try to dab some of that water off because it has nowhere to go. So it's just sitting there. So it takes a lot longer for it to dry than on actual real hair.
Okay. Next is Brittany. A comment for Brittany. She says, I feel like they all look good on you.
Thank you. I'm not going to lie, I've ordered not very many, but I've ordered a wig here and there that I have had to send back because I did not look good on me. And everyone's like, oh, they look great on you. I'm like, yeah, that's because I only show you guys the ones that I like really like. Every once in a while I get one and I'm like, oh no. I bought Jade, which I like absolutely wanted to love her. She was like this gorgeous green. I think she has her available online. And she was like this gorgeous, like different shades of green, and she was just so pretty. And I put her on and I just thought, maybe I just can't do colors, but she just looked too fake on me. And I only took a picture just to send to Chelsea because I was like, I don't know, like I don't know if this is for me. And I was like, I've never returned a wig to her before. And I was like, I feel bad, but I just really, she looked way too wiggy on me. And so I try to stay towards the more natural colors because I have a hard time. What?
All right. We have some more comments. Brittany. She says, let's see. Love the short Catherine. She looks bomb chopped though. Kim says, I agree. I love her short.
Yeah, she was surprisingly cute short. I was really nervous because I was like, I didn't have the other Catherine yet. So like I was potentially ruining her when I could still wear her, but her ends just look a little funky. And I was trying to decide if I just want to trim the ends or if I wanted to go really short. And I was like, I'm just going to go short and see what happens. And I was also like very scared when I was doing it. But it turned out well. All right, let's see what we got here.
Okay, and you have another question from Sage Lazulski.
Oh, yeah, that's my sister from the same mister also. What's up, girl?
She says, heart.
Yeah.
I'm so happy I found your channel finally. And I ordered a wig last week. Ooh. What wig caps are best? You know I have thick hair.
I'll just mail you some wig caps at Sage because I have like a surplus of them. You just need a bigger one just so that it fits around your head. Your big head with all your hair. But I can say that she's my sister. It's no, I'll send you. I'll mail you some because I also have a couple of those wigs that I told you I would mail you that I never mailed you. So I'll mail you some wig caps in there with a couple of those. I just need just message me your new address because I know you moved. This is beta. This is the original beta. So if you go on Chelsea's website right now, you're only going to see one that says beta 2.0. She had a different vendor make her this wig, so it looks a little bit different. The shade is a little bit different. But I love the original Veda, and I've thought about getting the Veda 2.0 so I can kind of do a side-by-side, but she's always sold out. So I'm waiting for her to come back in stock, hopefully. And then I'll buy her. But Veda's like a really nice, more cool, almost close to platinum blonde. So she doesn't really have a whole lot of yellowing in her. And she does have a little bit of a shadow root, but it is so light that it just helps make her look a little bit more natural without it being like a real dark root. And she's super pretty. I really love her too. And she's a little bit more dense. I think she's I'm terrible with the densities. I think she's more, she's 140 or 115. I can't remember exactly, but this is her. And she's just a very straight, same length all the way across. Yeah, and make sure if you guys are watching, please like the video for me. We're going to leave this posted up afterwards. So it'll be a video on my YouTube channel. So we appreciate the likes on any of the videos. And let's see. Any other questions or anything yet or no?
She says, yes, thanks. Leave me alone with my big head. The Red Queen had a big head, but I'm back with Dad, so send it to him.
Okay, easy peasy. All right. This is
Squeaky bed.
This is Brian, spelled very weird, Brynn. And she is, I will say, before I put her on, I just want to show you guys this. So this is a different type of wig here. There is like this crazy lace shortage, which I didn't know was a real thing, but it's a real thing in the wig world. I see it, not just Chelsea's talked about it, but other wig groups I'm in. It's like wig lace shortage is like a real thing. So this wig here has lace, but it's only on the part area. So you get a nice natural looking part. So you don't get that like rubber that the hard fronts have, and it doesn't have like a solid hard front here. So it blends a lot better in your right here on the front, but all along here, it has no lace. So it works with the style, but you can't really pull her back because then you're gonna see that. I'll show you what I mean when I put her on. But there are some like different variations of lace wigs, and this is one of those. When you put her on though, oh, she looks good with my outfit. Yeah. She looks good with this. See my super pale stomach there. All right, there we go.
She got another question. Do you have any black long wigs that are straight? I've been trying to find a good one somewhere.
Black? No. Chelsea does have some really nice black straight wigs on her site that are like this kind of, this is the really, I think the only black wig I have is this one. And she has some that are this shade. I have some dark brown ones that are from her site, which I can show you. I'm going to show you guys, but this is the only black one that I have. But she has a lot on there. If you go on to ChelseaSmithCosmetics.com/Jessie, I appreciate it if you use my affiliate link. I earn some wig money that way because that's literally what I use. Anything I get from there is just for more wigs and eyelashes. But so ChelseaSmithCosmetics.com/Jessie. If you go to that and you just go into the search bar and type in black, any of her black wigs should pop up. And then you'll be able to see all of those. Or if you type in straight wig, then any of her straight wigs will pop up, and then you'll see a mixture of some blacks and darker browns and things like that. So it really just depends on what you're looking for. But she definitely does have multiple black wigs. This is just really the only one that I own. And I have a lot of her wigs, guys, but I don't even have a fraction of the wigs that she has. I just buy my favorites. But
Jim says, I have the net with that, and I don't care for it because I'm an ear tucker. And you can see the side where it comes together.
Yeah. So that's the only problem with that hard front around the rest of your face. You can't really pull them back because you see that harshness. The only time it really works is if the hair matches your natural hair, and then you can pull some out to kind of hide it. But if you tuck your hair at all, that's hard. You have to go with the like completely lace front if you do that. I don't really tend to tuck, so I don't care so much, but I do like to like pull pieces up and pull it out of my face, especially for work. And that one I can't do that with. So I understand the struggle.
Mm-hmm. So Amy asks, have you ever tried to dye a wig burgundy-ish?
So synthetic wigs, you can dye them, but it's a totally different process than natural, like than human hair. So I haven't dyed one burgundy. I have dyed one like a pinkish color, and I'm going to be doing a wig dyeing video too, and to show you guys kind of how the process works. It's coming backward here. But you can dye them, but there's a different process for it. And you either buy like RIT dye or a fabric dye, and you actually have to boil the wig in the dye. So there's multiple factors in that. You want to be careful. If it's a straight wig, obviously it's fine. If it's a curly wig, you might lose some of the curl pattern. And there's like a very specific set of instructions on how to go about that, but you absolutely can dye them. You just have to do it step by step. There are videos out there on YouTube that I've seen and I've watched, and people do it, and you can watch those. I will also be putting one up. Wednesdays are our Wig Wednesday, so that's when wig videos go up. It probably won't go up this week, but it will probably go up the following Wednesday. And I'm going to be, sorry, I'm just pulling these. Sometimes these get pushed out or pushed in. This is my wig brush, specifically made for wigs, and like this is what happens. So like these little pieces push in. It's weird. But yeah, so there is a way to do it, but it's not anything like normal dye. Like you can't buy hair color and dye it. You have to use a fabric dye. But yeah. This is Elizabeth, and she's just a super cute lob situation here too. I did, when I got her, and actually I need to do it again, but when I got her, I did straighten the ends out because originally they did flip in more. So that's only, and I altered her part like I normally do, but that's the only alteration I made to her. And I also have her sister Nicolette as well. And I did the same thing. I straightened the ends just because I don't like that curl in that some wigs do. Oh, I just got her today. I literally just went and picked her up today. This is, I can't remember her name. Jolene, a little pixie cut. You guys know I love a good pixie. She's also the same thing. She's only lace on the part area. She's not lace anywhere here. But she's so short, you really wouldn't. I feel like I'm not going to be. And I also need to add a clip. She doesn't have a clip in her back. I haven't even tried her on, guys. See if I look like a boy or not. This is, you guys are the first ones to see me put her on. I didn't even put her on myself.
Okay.
What do we think?
So I think it looks good.
Inside, I don't know if I like that. I don't know. She looks okay side parted too. It's not bad. That looks a little, what is the term, Karen-y? I don't know if I like that. I think she got to go in the middle. Reminds me of like, what is that? John and Kate plus 8 on the side there. With like some spiking in the back. I'd be totally Kate for Halloween. Yeah, I like her. I'd probably do my makeup differently with her.
A couple of people said they're going to be dreaming about wigs tonight. Baby Bear said she's currently wearing Elizabeth too.
I love Elizabeth. She is one of my favorites. She really is one of my
favorites.
And
she's straightened her too.
Yeah, it makes a huge difference just to get those ends straight. It made her look like a totally different wig. But yeah, so this is a really nice. She is sold out. She just sold out, but I think she's gonna be one that Chelsea's gonna bring back because she was pretty popular. But like I said, she's only lace here on the part. But she's a really nice, like, not a yellowy blonde at all, which is nice. I'm trying to be good and hang these back up as I go, because otherwise I would just have like a pile here when I'm done, and I probably wouldn't clean it up. And yeah, Oh, okay. So this is Nicolette, who is the sister of Elizabeth. And I actually bought Nicolette first, and I got her, and I was like, oh my God, I love her so much. And then I jumped on, and I was like, please, Elizabeth, don't be sold out yet. And she had like a couple left, and I snagged her up because I loved this one so much. And she is like a gray, like she's a gray. I know, I don't know if the description on the website says that she's like a blonde, a gray, like a cool blonde, but she's very much a gray blonde. So just make sure you keep that in mind when you're buying her. If you buy her, she's sold out right now too. But I think that's another one Chelsea said she was going to be bringing back because these ones were pretty popular. And I did the same thing. I straightened the ends here as well. So I was trying to get that part in the middle. It's weird. But yeah, she's super pretty too. Got a weird part situation going on. But yeah, she's like a really gray blonde. But I love her. She's like my rock and roll wig. I feel like when I wear her, I like use my like Jeffree Star Deceased palette, which is like all the grays and blacks. And I do like a smoky eye, and I just feel like a rocker. Real cool. All right, let's see what we got. How many people are watching? How many people are watching?
We're at 10 right now. 10 likes, 10 people on. We got a high of 14 so far.
Okay. I wasn't really able to like share that I was
That's okay.
Either, so.
I love the people that we have here.
So this is Dear. You guys in the beginning, I renamed her because that's exactly what she looks like when I put her on. She's also from Chelsea's website, and I love her. She's like a perfect little. Oh geez. The only thing with bangs, when you first put it on, you look crazy, and that's just. I gotta look in the mirror over here to be able to actually repair the situation that's going on right now. Okay. So this is Claire, formerly known as Deirdre. And I love her. She's the perfect density. She is legit a throw on and go wig. And I really like her too. Like if I'm not doing a whole lot of makeup, because she like covers this whole area of my face. So I can get away with a lot less makeup on. Like if I don't want to wear lashes or something like that, she's a great wig. And she also I love her so much. I literally went to Amazon to try to find something similar in different colors because I wanted her in all the colors. And that's literally what I did. But she's really pretty. And she's like a coppery brown. She's got a very copper color to her. She's borderline like a gingery kind of color. Oh, next.
All right. Kim says, I'm so afraid of bangs. And Florice says, I need to try one with bangs.
Yeah, bangs. I wasn't a huge fan of the bangs either. Like I know with Elise, the first one I tried on, I was like, I don't think I'm a bang girl. And then when I got Claire, I was like, I love bangs now. All of a sudden, I love bangs. All right, this is Patty. I post pictures with her on all the time because I feel like she is totally crazy looking. When you look at that's crazy. She requires a lot of finessing too. Give me a second. I'm gonna fix this situation, and then I'll show you what she looks like. The nice thing about her is that you can style her in a lot of different ways to make her look like a completely different wig. So you can style her in a more messy way, and she's gonna look like a completely different way. You can style her more like this, and she's gonna look a little bit more like put together. She doesn't really have a part per se. She has back combing and stuff, so you can fluff this part up all you want. You can pull her back this way. You can do all sorts of stuff with her, which is actually I really like. She does have them back combing, so when you go look at her up close, unless you go in and kind of mess with her, she does have kind of it's like jumbled together. There isn't like a true part. So I always go in and I like brush her out and fix her up. And then you can't really see that. But she's super pretty and super cute. And she's fun. And I wear her in like lots, like I said, I wear her lots of different ways. Just like doing different things up here makes such a difference in the way she looks. Like you can go messy with her. You can do all sorts of crazy stuff with her. But she's super pretty. That looks too crazy, guys. I'm sorry. That was... Yeah, but you can part her more in the middle, more to the side. Like I said, you can kind of give her more volume back here, and her volume really kind of stays because she is so short. So you can kind of fluff this part up here and give yourself some more like of a Texas hair. Bigger is better, closer to God, you know, all that. But she's a really pretty blonde. And she does have a little bit of a darker root here. A little bit. But yeah, you can see like she has like this weird combing, but you can brush it out and then it doesn't look so strange, but it looks a little weird when you first put her on.
I'm gonna sit down. It's gonna be loud.
Okay. Our squeaky bed. That's our squeaky bed. All right, so this is the Amazon wig that is Claire's sister from another mister. Well, from another mama, since Chelsea, you know.
Speaking of mom.
Is my mother on now?
Yep. She says, wow, I love that one on you.
Which one? Patty?
The one you probably just had on.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So I do love the color of this one. It's like a wine Merlot color. It is a little bit more of a color, which I don't necessarily gravitate towards. But I felt like she was very fall looking, so I gave her a shot. I did wear her in public the other day. What? Really? Are you kidding me?
No.
Why?
We got this.
That's poor planning on your part. Okay, so this is the my Amazon version of Claire, and she's still like same density, pretty much same curl and cut. She's just like I said, the construction of her is a little bit different on the inside cap. But yeah, she's really pretty. So I guess we'll also do a giveaway. Why not? Let's do a giveaway. So I'm going to be giving away one of these Amazon wigs like that. There's a bunch of different colors. So whoever wins, I will send them the Amazon link so they can go on and pick which one they want. And then I will just have it shipped directly from Amazon to you. You also, you can either get her in that length, or this is another one I got from Amazon. Very similar to the color of Claire, formerly known as Deidre. But this one's longer. So if you want to go longer and maybe you don't want it to be as short, you can pick this one instead. Because she is longer, which I wore her today actually. But she is a longer version of her. And this is a separate wig giveaway. This is not like the wig giveaway. I have a video for a wig giveaway that's going on, and that's different. This is just literally a giveaway for during this live. So how do you want to pick? Stanley?
How do we want to pick? I don't know. Let's see if I can switch out the batteries real quick.
Is it going to die? Isn't it going to stop the live?
I don't know. It's
going to stop the live. I don't know why you wouldn't charge the battery. It's kind of crazy. Yeah.
The battery was completely charged, Jessica.
You didn't let me warn them that I was stopping the live and they needed to go to another video.
Okay.
Is it still going? Is it there or is it?
No.
It's still there?
Yeah, it's still.
Okay. Sorry for that momentary loss of feed. We had to switch the battery out because Stanley did not plan properly.
It was completely charged.
I don't know. Whatever. Okay, so this is the other one. So you can either get this length or the shorter length. And you get to pick the color. So I will just send both of these links to the winner. That way you can pick which one you want to get. And then I will ship it directly to you. How are we picking a winner?
That's cute. I like the color on you. The ones with the bangs have been my favorite. I'm all about free color. How are you? Too generous. I love that color. You're here. She red or brown. How should we pick this?
I don't
I
know.
don't know, guys. How should we pick this?
All right. This is Hallie. She is a Chelsea wig. She's curly. And I have her curly and I also have her straight. So she's a side part. I don't have many side parts, but I do have a couple. She's also a smaller cap than most of mine are. Whoa. That was weird. She needs a little bit of a fix here. I put her in the middle still, even though she has a side part sometimes too, but this is her. And she is a curly, dark brown. Very pretty. I like her curls. She's got like just nice curls and she's very light. Even though she like looks like really nice and full, she's like a different type of material than some of the other wigs I have. And she's just very like light and airy. That's a thing. Right.
I'll write down a number and then have
gonna write
everyone
down a
write down
number.
a comment. And then whoever gets closest to the number without going over
So
gets
they
the
have
wig.
to guess a number, what, 1 to 10 or 1 to what? 1 to 20? 1 to 15?
Well, there's 13 people. So,
Oh, so 1 to 15?
1 to 20.
1 to 20. Okay. So I'm going to write down a number. Okay. So I wrote down a number on a piece of paper. Comment below with your guess on the number that I wrote down. Whoever gets that number
Gets
wins.
closest without going over.
I'd rather them get the number, but we'll see. If nobody gets the number, we'll pick the person who got closest without going over. But let's see if someone actually gets the number. It's only 1 to 20, so
Whoa!
the chances are what? What happened?
We have 1, 2, 3, 4. People started throwing up numbers really fast.
You can't comment 1, 2, like you can't do multiple comments and start counting up. That doesn't work that way either. So, yeah. Like, I'm okay with like everyone guessing twice, but I feel like twice is the cap. This is Hallie. This is just Hallie straight. So, yeah. She is one of my favorites. I wear her a lot. The straight one, I wear her a lot to work. I just feel like she looks good with almost anything, and she just looks nice. And I just kind of touch her up and straighten her, which keeps her ends looking really nice. And she's just very pretty and just looks like natural and not crazy.
Let's wrap this up. The show.
Almost done.
We're the giveaway.
Oh, did you pick someone?
No, the giveaway.
Did someone do it? Someone got the number? Huh?
Well, we need.
I can't see the comments, dude. That's all you.
Pick a timer because people are putting in numbers. So.
Well,
Yeah.
I told everyone they could guess. Like,
All right,
twice.
so
Did someone get it? The number?
you
First person who got the
got
number?
30 seconds.
30 seconds.
30 seconds. Get your last numbers in.
Get the number in. Okay. Almost done here. Let's see. All right. So this is Sarah. She's just a really nice, true blonde, straight, medium length wig. She is a little bit thicker density. I think she's 140. She's a little bit more hair. And I also have her sister, the brown one as well. I can't remember the name of her. I have her on my list. But yeah, so that's Sarah. I'm trying to go through these a little bit faster. Oh, I have a couple more. This is Casey, which if you're in that group,
Okay.
you'll see her. Someone.
Name of the person.
Okay.
Just name of the person. That was the closest number.
No one guessed 17.
No one guessed it. It was
Okay.
17. And the person who
One was
the closest one was 16. Miss James Decker.
Mr. or Mrs.
Mrs.
Oh.
That's
Okay.
what's in.
Oh, Mr. Okay, Miss. Did you put Mr? Oh, okay. Sorry. Yeah. So shoot me. You can either message me on Jesse M. Simons on Facebook, or you can send me an email. My email address is in the description of this video, yes. And you can just shoot me an email. And then that way we can, I can send you the Amazon links and you can pick which wig that you want and I will have it shipped out to you. I figured this way too, like Amazon can ship you something way faster than I can. So I'll let them do all the hard work for me. And I wear her all the time. I post pictures of her all the time. Again, another one that has made me really love bangs. This is Casey. And she's a super pretty, cooler blonde, but she has some golden blonde strands throughout her that give her like a really pretty color. But this is her. If you can see, like she just has like some really pretty strands of golden in there mixed with the more white blonde. And it gives her like this really pretty color. It's weird. She's like warm and cool at the same time. I don't even know how to describe it. But yeah, it's like you can see in the picture she looks more yellow, but she's not. She has like a really good mixture of both shades. This is Everett. Everyone loves Everett. She is a hard front that I have altered like I do with all my hard fronts. I've plucked her. I've altered this part here. Like I said, I have the video linked, or I have the video in the comments for you guys if you want to see how I alter hard front wigs. But she is very pretty. I also have added a clip to the back of her to make her easier to put on. And I love the color of her. I was like very apprehensive about buying a hard front, but I love the color of her so much. I was like, oh, I'm going to buy her. I'm just going to take scissors to her and do her part and her hairline, and hopefully she looks good, because otherwise I just wasted my money. But this is her, and I love her color. She's so pretty. She's such a fall wig, and she has such a nice like root. You can take her, pin her up, and she's just super pretty. She's just very pretty. I love her color, like that ombre kind of color.
We have a question from Z Miller. What is a hard front?
So a hard front does not have any lace. So if you look at this here, this is literally almost, and if you look at the part here, sorry, I'm trying to get this in focus for you guys. It is actually rubber. So this part is not lace, it's rubber. And then it's rubber here as well. Normally this actually folds over and it kind of sometimes gives it this weird bump, but I go in and I cut that part off versus a lace front that's going to have, which I'll grab right now. A lace front is going to have lace all along the part line here. So it's going to look more natural, and then it's going to have lace all around. Hi guys, so today I want to come on the hairline here, so it looks more natural and it blends better in with your hairline and where your skin face starts and your hairline ends. Oh, I always put it on like way too far. This is Tori, and I need another one of her because I wear her a lot and you can start to see it, but she is super pretty. She's like all of my long blonde Barbie dreams. It's what Barbie dreams are made of right here, Tori. But she's got more of like a ashy blonde root, so it's not super dark. And then she's just a really nice true blonde. She's still pretty low density, but she's just long. So she's a lot of hair just because of her length, but she's very light still to put on, very easy to put on. She looks super, a lot of times you'll see like pictures of me with her. I usually like pin her back like this, or I can do the little top pony, you know, if I'm feeling fancy. But she's really pretty. She's going to be back in stock, or she's on her way. I know Chelsea ordered more of her because she sold out like instantly. And you can add her to your wish list if you go onto the website. This is Becky. She is the Sis Sarah. She's the darker brown version that I was telling you about. She is like the perfect fall wig. Her colors, like with the highlights in her and everything, it's just, yeah, perfect fall wig. And Chelsea does have on her site, she has a smaller cap version of her if you do have a smaller head, because she is a little bit of a bigger, I don't know her head circumference on this one, but she is a little bit bigger. But she does have a smaller version of her, and the colors are very similar. But this is her. She is a. I'm tired. I just knocked my water bottle over. Okay. A towel. Here's what I do.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, she is same density. She's a little bit of a thicker, higher density, but she's just a really nice medium length straight. She looks super pretty pulled up too. She has like the highlighting all throughout her. So even if you pull some of the hair up, it's not just the highlighting right there on the top. It goes all the way through. So that's nice.
Okay, we have another question.
Sure.
Is there a way to alter the shade of lace on wigs?
Yes.
Some of my wigs, the lace is a bit darker than I prefer my skin tone.
Concealer. I can show you. Just let me throw this one on, and then I will grab one and I'll show you. This is Jamie. Another bang, actually. I say I don't like bangs, but I've ended up recently with a lot of bang wigs. I've been on a bang bin, just on the
That's the video game.
Oh, is it? I thought you just put a battery in there.
This one was almost dead.
Are we back?
That one's good. Mm-hmm.
This is what did I say? This is Jamie. So she has like side bang situation happening here. She's very pretty. I like her a lot too. I wear her. She's a good like everyday. She's like a mom wig to me. I don't know if that makes sense to you guys, but I feel like a mom when I wear her. Is that weird? Like I don't. She makes me feel older. Like I feel like I look a little bit older, but like in a put together kind of way. Maybe that doesn't make any sense. Maybe it's just me. That's how I feel. But this is Jamie. I'm gonna grab real quick. I'll just show you guys. So you can take a concealer that matches your skin tone, and you would literally just take the wig. Trying to find a wig, but I can do this too. So you would just take the wig, and you're not gonna want to do it on the outside. You want to go into the inside of the hat here. And you're going to take your concealer. You only need a very small amount. Make sure you don't have a lot on here, especially if it's like one of these. And I take my finger. I just want to show you this so you guys can really see. So I take my finger on the outside of this and I put it right here like this. And then I flip it over. So my finger is right there where the part is. Okay. I'm just trying to do this so you guys can see it too. So my finger is on the outside of the wig where the part is. And I'm going to take this and I'm just going to put a couple dabs like this. A little bit goes a long way. You can always add more. You don't want to like it to seep through. But you're just going to take it and dab it like this. It's okay if the lines are perfect or if you get a little bit more on there than just the part. You're going to take this here like this. And then you're going to blend it in. And I literally just kind of take my fingers once I get it there. And putting your finger there gives you a guide to where the part is and also helps keep it from like accidentally spreading all over the root of the wig. And I just take my fingers and I go like this. And I literally kind of blend it in and rub it in so you don't have blobs of concealer here. And you just rub that concealer in. And then just go back and make sure if you did get a little bit of a mess here, and that's why I say use a little bit because you can always add more layers. Just take your hand and kind of blend that in and blend it out. And then it'll change the color of that lace for you and it'll match your skin better. And you can do that along the this hairline area as well that goes around your face if you need to too. That's a common thing because not everyone, like they have, you know, a couple colors of lace, and if you don't fit into that color, yeah, and vice versa. If you need to darken it up a little bit, you can use a concealer or you can take a powder, eyeshadow powder or something like that, and you can cover it up. Doing this concealer here too also helps hide those knots that you see in synthetic wigs, especially in the darker rooted wigs. You see those like dark little spots, which are the knots that they put in. The concealer kind of gets rid of that. So it does a multi-purpose for you. I hope that was like, I have a video on how to do this too, in a little bit more like step-by-step detail.
I'll link it in there.
We'll put it in the comments, but that's just how you do it quickly for you. Jamie, I can take off now. I'm almost done. I'm just doing this last couple that are on this wall for you guys. And then any other questions, feel free to ask. This is Lacey, but I cut her. I trimmed a decent amount off of her. She was another one that was like, I still feel kind of weird wearing her because I feel like she's so dark and such a color that like I would never, it's weird because I used to have like black cherry colored hair. Like I've had this hair color in real life before, but for some reason with this much hair, she feels like really dark and very drastic on me. So I don't really wear her very often, but she also used to come down to like here and she was just too much hair. So I chopped a good bit of her off, and all the stuff I chopped off was mostly red. So it helped kind of mute out all this burgundy, but she has a really nice like under color of burgundy here. And with the curls, you can kind of flip it in. And then she has burgundy throughout her here too, but it's not as bright. This is more of like a true burgundy underneath here. And then a little bit of a darker burgundy here. And she's a side part as well. But I did chop her. So she is definitely shorter than you'll see her online. She comes down to like here online. Yeah. Right here. She's long. All right. Let's see. We got Kate, who I've also cut. There's like a certain length that like if it's longer than that length, I have to like do something, or I feel like it's just so much hair and I can't manage it. So she was the same kind of way. And she's actually a little bit big. She's one of the biggest wigs that I have, wig circumference cap wise. So she has to usually be glued down on my head. But she was also about down to here. And I just cut her ends and trimmed her a little bit just to make her a little bit more manageable. Because every time I put her on, I felt like she was just like tangling. And I couldn't wear her for a long period of time. And now I feel like she's much better. So this is her. This is Kate. And she's just a little bit, she's like a strawberry blonde with a dark root. But she's really pretty. And then she has the curls in her. And then I think I have one more. Well, actually, I have this one too. This is Tink from the Halloween collection. And I really like her, but the only problem with her, and the reason why she was so cheap was if you look back here, I've kind of fluffed her up a little bit, so it's not so bad, but you can see for some reason they decided to make these tracks dark brown, even though she's a light wig, so you can really see them if you move it wrong. But it's fun for pictures and stuff. It's not really a huge deal for me. I took some dry shampoo to her and kind of fluffed her up in the back, and it was much better to where I probably felt like I could wear her and nobody would really notice unless they're like standing behind me and at the grocery store, and like they shouldn't be that close to me anyway. It's supposed to be 6 feet apart, so they shouldn't be it. But she's really cute. She has like this dirty blonde root, which makes her look a little bit less crazy. Like maybe she could be real. And she's kind of the same length as the other, can't remember her names. I just got her, Jolene. But this is the back of her, which I can't see. So I don't know what you guys are saying here. But this is the back of her. So you can kind of see some of that darker tracks in her. So Chelsea made her like super cheap. And I was like, oh, she's a pixie. I feel like I need to buy her. Because I feel like I don't know. I like the pixies. Now that my hair is short, I can actually like wear them without my hair sticking out. All right, last one to put on is just, this is a human hair wig that I purchased from Amazon. It has a lace area for parting. It was a fixed part here. And it has the lace here, but this is also very similar to those other ones where it doesn't have, it's like a hard front here. The only difference with this one versus the hard fronts that like Chelsea has is it actually has hair here. So this is all hair. So it does, like hair comes all the way to the edge. So it does blend in a little bit better than some of the other ones that are only lace right there. And I need to buy another one of her too, because I wear her all the time when I want to wear like a human hair wig. And she came curly. So the one thing with human hair wigs is anytime you wash it, it becomes curly again. So I have to straighten it all the time. And with humidity and everything like that, it does everything that normal hair does. So she's like half straight, half curly right now because I wore her and I didn't fix her. But you can literally just straighten her with a heat tool just like you would your normal hair. And you can use more hair products on this wig and everything like that because it is actual human hair. So it's going to absorb things a little bit differently. But she's really pretty. And she was only like $70. So she's a cheaper, more affordable. If you're wanting to like look into human hair, but you don't have the budget for like human hair wigs can be hundreds and $1,000+ This is a nice like starter human hair wig just to get an idea if it's not the next step you want to take. Yeah. Sorry, my nose ring. Does anybody have any other questions or anybody wanted to see anything in particular again before we get off? Let me know. Speak now. Forever hold your peace. What's up?
No, not anything yet. We gotta wait for a while for it to go through.
I know it's delayed. It's getting hot in here. I can put her on. I didn't put her on.
You just messed up the lady.
She's always messed up. I need a new one. She's got like chunks missing out of her. I think she goes the best with my cheetah pants. It's a good way to end it with my cheetah pants.
They can't see your cheetah pants.
I don't care. I'll jump up and down so you can see my cheetah pants there. Is that better? She's a hard front too. That's been altered.
What's your affiliate code?
For what? For Chelsea? It's just Chelsea Smith Cosmetics /Jessie. Well, it's chelseasmithcosmetics.com/Jessie. That's all you have to do. JESSE. And it's linked in like all of my wig videos usually. And it will be linked here too for you guys if you want to go and look and buy this wig.
She says thank you.
This wig's from Wish. She was $14. And I just bought her just to see what would happen. And I had no expectations whatsoever. I was just looking for like a crazy, poofy, fun wig, more for pictures than anything. And I was pleasantly surprised. Like, she's a hard front. I had to do some stuff to her, but she looks halfway decent. She's just a lot of hair. Like, a lot of hair. She's for pictures more than, like, real world wearing. But she poofs up and does some crazy stuff. But I feel like a lion. She's fun. Any other questions? Anybody have any questions? And like I said, Wednesdays are Wig Wednesdays, so we'll be posting wig videos every Wednesday. How definitely the dyeing and synthetic wig is going to be on that list. I have some other stuff. I have tons of tutorials already on here for anything that you guys are looking for, cutting wigs, repairing wigs, or messing with hard front. I'm going to do a video here soon on like the different types of wigs so that you guys can look more into like the difference between lace front, hard front, free part, fixed part, the only partial lace, like so that you guys can really see the difference between the different kinds, because not every wig is created equal and not every wig is the same. I have wig video on how I install more clips. If you want more clips inside of your wigs, there's tons and tons on here. And if you ever have any questions or any ideas for any videos, comment on any of the wig videos with those. We always want to try to do videos that are things you guys want to see and questions that you guys have. I feel like that's it, right? We're good?
Let's close it
All right. So if you guys are new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe. And also make sure you hit the little notification bell, because if you don't do that, you won't get notifications for any videos I post. in the future, and you'll get notifications every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. But if you know that you only want to watch the wig videos, you can always just come on Wednesdays. But that notification bell is going to be like your little alarm so you don't forget. Make sure you guys give me a like on this video. I really, really appreciate it. And congratulations to the winner. And we'll get that all that information sent over to you so you can pick out the wig that you want to get. Also make sure if you haven't yet, go and watch my wig giveaway. I have a wig giveaway video, I have a makeup giveaway video, and I have a weight loss giveaway video going on. And anybody who has commented on this live and anybody who comments on this live in the next 24 hours, he's yelling at me. Not 24 hours, you're gonna make it shorter?
No, the people that are here now.
Okay, so just the people that are here now then.
Yeah.
Okay. So just kidding. So for all of you guys for coming on and doing this with us, which was really more of a trial and test for us to kind of get the kinks and bugs worked out of doing live on YouTube. For all of you guys who watched, make sure you go over to that wig giveaway, enter into that wig giveaway, and as long as you've entered into that main one and you've put a comment into this video during the live, you're going to get an extra entry into that giveaway. So you'll have twice the chance of winning. And that giveaway ends at the end of the month, right? That one's the end of the month?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So that ends the last day of October. So make sure if you aren't entered into that giveaway, go to that video, follow the rules on that to get entered, and then you also will get an extra entry for being on this live with us. I think that's pretty much it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. So thank you guys so much for hanging out with us, hanging out with me, watching me put on my wigs, because I just like putting on my wigs for people because it gives me a reason to do it. And we'll also make sure we have the link for you guys for these. So I know a couple of you guys asked about these, and then I'll link some of like any of the products I use, like the wig brush, things like that. I'll make sure those are all there for you guys too, so you can go check those out if you need those. Yeah. So any other questions? Like I said, I'm always available. You can message me, email me, Facebook message me, whatever you guys, Instagram, any of those places. Send me a message, and I will try my best to help you out with any of your wig questions. Thanks again for watching, guys, and I will see you on the next video.
Thanks, Kim.
Are you off? Did you get off?
I can't exit out.
You can't exit out live. We're just going to sit here for the next couple hours while we wait. She will see you in a ponytail too.